Welcome back to Teaching Connect's YouTube channel. We trust that you've enjoyed the series focused on the development of new principals in their role as head of school. If you've enjoyed this series and found value in it, please like this video or subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell so that you are alerted to when new videos are loaded for your viewing pleasure. In this video, the seventh and last in the series, we focus on the principal and progressive discipline. In terms of the management of your staff, note that progressive discipline or the formalization of disciplinary steps against any member of staff should be an option of last resort and not enacted immediately. It is advisable always where staff display deviant behavior or a poor behavioral response to instructions issued at an institutional level to talk to them. Often you can get to the bottom of any cause of deviant behavior by simply having a conversation with a staff member who is displaying such behavior. Should you though find yourself having to resort to a formal disciplinary process or to kickstart such a process, do know that there are two overarching pieces of legislation that play itself out at school level. The first is the Employment of Educators Act, which apply to educators in the employ of the state at public schools. The second is the Public Service Act and Resolution 1 of 2003, which is applicable to public service staff or non-teachers in the employ of the state at public schools. We know that there is a third group of staff that present themselves at school level, since the governing body also employs staff. SGB staff do not necessarily fall under the regulations in the Public Service Act or the Employment of Educators Act, and in their case, the Labour Relations Act, which governs labour practice within the borders of the Republic of South Africa, will be applicable to any disciplinary process that is brought against an SGB. Whilst in this video we are not going to look at the finer details of instituting disciplinary processes in terms of the Employment of Educators Act, or the Public Service Act, or the Labour Relations Act, it is important as head of school that you recognize that all employees at the school, yourself included, must be aware of their rights and obligations in terms of the applicable legislation. We therefore encourage you as head of school or principal to ensure that each staff member who is working at your institution is exposed to a Know Your Rights workshop or activity or some form of interaction, either through the department or engaged through a stakeholder attached to the public education sector in South Africa. In this way, no one will be able to accuse you as head of school of diluting their rights or failing to inform them and protect their rights and responsibilities by exposing them to the applicable legal framework that applies when progressive discipline, whether formal or informal, is enacted against any member of staff. This brings us to the end of this video in this series. We trust that you've enjoyed the contents, and again we encourage you to like this video or subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell so that you are alerted to when new videos are loaded. We thank you for watching, we thank you for your feedback, and we look forward to seeing you soon when we start our new series focused on novice teachers. Thank you and goodbye.